Leading off for USJ, the shortstop, Jake Overton. He hits on the right side of the plate. Pitching is Zach Lewallen, the big right-hander. First pitch is fouled back into the nets. It's 0-1. We went right from, let's see, we had a bit of fall, about a couple hours of winter, about a week of spring, and we're in summer now here in West Tennessee. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 on leadoff man Jake Overton. 0-2 pitch. Fastball, called strike 3. Caught him looking. It's a tendency for a batter when it's 0-2 to think the pitcher may waste a pitch, and sometimes a pitcher will bust you if you're leaning that way.
And he did. He didn't waste any time. Went right after him.
He don't waste any time throwing his pitches either. He gets the ball and he's ready to throw.
Center fielder Cade Salmons squares the bunt, takes the pitch high, ball 1. Cade bats from the left side of the plate for the Bruins against the right-handed fireballer, Zach Lewallen. He's 3-0 on the year, by the way. For the Saints, upstairs 2-0. He brings some heat, doesn't he, Aaron?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a pretty nice little curveball, too.
2-0 on Salmons. 2-0 pitch. Fastball. Strike 1 called. That's some heat, Coach.
Yes, it is. He brings it. Got a good release point, good leg drive, too. That's something that aids your fastball.
2-1 pitch. Curveball. Fouled back to into the mitts. It's 2-2 on Cade Salmons. Jack Peel, the head coach for the Bruins. Ronnie Giddens, Spencer Nelson on the staff. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 2 strikeouts to start the game for the unbeaten Zach Lewallen on the mound for the Briarcrest Saints. That'll bring up second baseman Nate Wall for the Bruins. Nate, good hitter, really good contact hitter, plays a great second base for the Bruins, doesn't he, fellas?
Oh, he does. Hustler had a big hit last night.
Lewallen uncoils, fires, curveball, stayed upstairs, ball 1. Easter weekend. Here's the 1-0. Strike called, fastball outside corner. And now he's not throwing anything fat on those called strikes. He's working the corners.
Yeah, and he's mixing his pitches up.
Swinging a miss, it's 1-2.
Kid's pretty good looking pitcher.
He is.
Got good form, like I said, good leg drive. And that's something you can see on the excellent pictures by Worthy Road Productions. And watch him push off the pitching rubber if it's a fastball especially.
1-2 pitch, struck him out. 3 strikeouts. That one was swinging. That'll put inning 1 in the books. We'll move on to the second inning. It's 1-0. Briarcrest leads USJ on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5 digital.com.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Well, Coach Joe's thinking about a bloomin' onion over at Outback Steakhouse. He's a big fan of the bloomin' onion, and I know you are as well, narrator.
Boy, I love a bloomin' onion. You put a little salt on that rascal, boy. A little ketchup.
Coach, have you tried the bloomin' onion burger?
No, I haven't. Because I'm too busy eating steak and shrimp on the barbecue.
But you can't go wrong with that.
Alley Springs chicken's pretty good, too.
Yes, it is.
I was right. That is John Harrington, the basketball coach's son, and he's going to play baseball at Southeast Louisiana.
5-0. Briarcrest as we move to the bottom of inning number 2. Leading off for USJ, third baseman Eli Browse. He hits in the cleanup position. 0-1 on Eli. The 0-1 is downstairs, 1-1. Zach Lewallen, the pitcher for Briarcrest, is 3-0. And he struck out the side in the first inning. 1-1. Called strike 2, outside corner with a fastball. Umpire getting some smack talk. 1-2. Oh, he called him out. That looked low and outside, but he rings him up.
thought that was a worm killer. Richard, you see any dead worms out there?
It should have been, and I'm surprised the USJ crowd's not on him a little bit about that, because the pitch before they got on him a little, that one even looked like it missed by more.
That'll bring up the catcher, Taylor Howell, for the Bruins. Hits in the right side of the plate against the right-handed pitching Lewallen. First pitch called strike one. Well, you can see why Lewallen is unbeaten on the year.
Works the corners, got good follow through, and got something on the ball.
0-1, fly ball. Center field and deep, way back there near the track. At the wall, this ball is off the wall. Rounding first base and cruising into second with a stand-up double is Taylor Howell for the Bruins' first hit of the game.
And we'll get a pinch runner, I believe, so Howell can go back in and put his equipment on. I like that rule. Speeds up the game.
It does. Tucker Smith will pitch run for the catcher. That will bring to the dish the designated hitter, Rhett Peel, the son of head coach Jack Peel. What a great young man on there.
One of my favorite all time. Just a great kid, a wonderful leader, great teammate. You just can't beat Rhett Peel.
Runner in scoring position, first pitch, ball one. You know, that may have been a strike, but the catcher was standing up when he caught it, and he caught it with his glove turned around upside down like a basket.
He really hurt the pitcher's cause then. Richard, you know, we talked about stirrups and the hose and stuff. Of course, Red's got on, but Briarcrest split. The catcher's got it. There should be at least three more. DH, I think, has it. The left fielder looks like he's got his. And I think USJ sporting three players today that's in the lineup with it.
I'm ready for the stirrups to come back. I don't like them things down around here. Or spikes, as we called them back in the day.
I like those spikes.
First
did you ever
pitch.
sharpen yours?
No, I never did.
I know a few guys that did.
I've heard of it, but I didn't do that.
1-1 on Peel. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. You know, one thing that's just been reminded of is to keep the jetpack out of the sun.
It's a good idea.
1-2, swing and a miss, strike him out. So 5 strikeouts recorded. All the outs for Briarcrest via the strikeout. 2 gone. Howell's pitch runner Smith still down at second base, and Kyle Stanford, the left fielder for USJ, will stand in there. 5-0 Briarcrest, bottom of inning number 2. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. On left fielder Kyle Stanford for the Bruins. Again, we'll apologize for the wind. They don't have room for us in the press box here, so we're out in the elements. 1-0, swing and a miss. They'll leave it a count at a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 offering. Beautiful curve, off speed, swing and a miss, 1-2.
That was a nice pitch. I really like the way he's mixing his pitches up. He's working the corners. That kid's, he's pretty salty.
He really is. Got a nice fastball, but it's a lot more to Lewallen than just a fastball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Bounce slowly out in front of the mound. Gets by the pitcher. The shortstop will have to hurry, and does. He got him to retire the Bruins. A nice play by shortstop Trey Harrington. Fielded it on the run on the grass and threw in one motion to retire the Bruins. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. We completed 2 innings. It's 5-0 Briarcrest on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com. On to the bottom of inning number 3 we go on a windy Saturday of the day before Easter, High Holy Week. Here at USJ, well, not just here, but everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but in the United States. Well, most of the United States.
I thought I saw a hummingbird fly backwards a minute ago, Dan.
You know, this wind, it's Hurricane Katrina without the rain. We've got the wind today. We'll apologize for the wind and noise. We are outside, obviously, not in the press box. Here at USJ, Dan Reeves, Coach Joe Holloway, Richard the narrator, Barber, Dan B. Filippo producing and directing. Paul Schultze, Lawson Mann, Worthy Road Studios. You can watch today's game at point5digital.com. Michael Osborne, also big part of that. As we move to the bottom of inning number 3, Briarcrest, the Saints have a 5-0 lead over the Bruins. John Stanford, USJ right fielder, will lead off against the fireball throwing Lewallen for Briarcrest. Righty on righty. First pitch inside, ball 1.
Lewallen already has 5 strikeouts. Gentlemen, I believe Briarcrest and USJ playing football next year since we've been talking about some of these guys.
Yeah. Played last year. 0-1 1-0 fouled back out of play. They are playing. We played there last year. It was this second straight year playing Briarcrest, and a big win for the Bruins at Briarcrest. That was a week after Briarcrest got robbed at MUS. Tell you how good they were.
Stick-up men wearing striped shirts.
Exactly. 2-1 downstairs. It's 3-1. And now it is something we haven't seen Lewallen. He's not walked a batter today.
Didn't give up a 1 hit, has he?
Just
Where's
one
this
hit.
got 1 hit?
Yep, the double.
3-1, strike 2 call. Great control, great fastball, and a curveball to match it. Payoff. Lined right at the second baseman for out number 1. Well, John Stanford got into it, but hit it right at the second baseman. So 1 away, nobody on base. First baseman Gary Rabin, who's had a busy day down at first base. Ball hits.
Guys, I don't know how far Lewallen is down on their staff, if he's a number 2, 3, or 4, what he is. But if he's not an ace, they got a pretty good pitching staff.
Well, you would think he's probably not the ace because this is a game that will not affect Briarcrest in the stand district.
You wouldn't
standings.
think so, yeah. So
1-0. 1-0, strike 1 call.
Well, that could be his day, and they don't want to push him back a day either, though. And Briarcrest takes a lot of pride. They want to win everything they play.
1-1, curveball, popped him up. This one will make the stands. It's 0-2 on it. First baseman Gary Rabin.
There he is.
5-0 Briarcrest. Bottom of inning number 3 here at USJ. Bouncing ball to a shortstop. Gobbled up there and over to first base in time for out number 2. So 2 gone, nobody on base. Trey Harrington making the play for Briarcrest at shortstop. Back to the top of the lineup in the second time today that Jake Overton's going to see Lewallen. Jake struck out his first at bat. I know that because everyone did almost the first at bat.
It was 3 up, 3 down, all on K's. Yeah. And Lewallen just won over the minimum of facing batters.
0-1. 0-1's upstairs, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 downstairs, 2-1, Coach.
2-1 economy of pitches, only 35 pitches through 3 innings.
Guys, he gets a good rhythm, too. Pitching is kind of like quarterbacking or play calling in football. You get in the rhythm, you don't interrupt it, and you get in the flow.
2-1, swing and a miss, it's 2-2.
And that leg drive, it allows you to last longer, and it's not hard on your leg. Tom Seaver used to have, got a picture of him at home, and a perfect leg drive.
2-2, swing and a miss.
Yeah, and it worked
Struck
out
him out. That'll retire the Saints, retire the Bruins in the bottom of inning number 3.
That worked out pretty good for Tom Seaver, too.
Yes,
pretty good. So we move to the 4th inning. When we come back, it's Briarcrest 5 and USJ nothing on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and point5digital.com.
I'm Mark Donahoe with the Donahoe firm. Although my criminal defense cases get a lot of publicity, I'm well versed in civil litigation and use my trial skills to obtain favorable verdicts and maximize results for my clients in many other areas. I've represented doctors,
Four
lawyers,
strikeouts.
businessmen, law enforcement.
He's done good, especially coming in after there.
Where you have a business dispute or something as simple as a will or any criminal matter. Let us put our experience to work for you. The Donahoe firm, representing you when it matters. Call me for a free consultation, 731-736-4422. That's 731-736-4422, or visit DonahoeFirm.com.
Do you have cataracts, glaucoma, or any form of eye disease? At Hughes Eye Center, our physicians include residency-trained optometrists, surgical ophthalmologists, retinal surgeons, and oculoplastic surgeons, all right here in Jackson, Tennessee at Hughes Eye Center. There's no need to drive to Memphis or Nashville for your surgical eye care needs. Call 664-1994 to schedule your consultation. At Hughes Eye Center on Stonebridge in Jackson, that's 664-1994.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
And back at USJ, having a little button problem over there. Pushed it, but it didn't go down. Fouled off the first pitch, and the hitter is Cade Salmons, who's 0 for 1. He gets this one on the ground. It's going to go through for a seeing eye single.
That's it. Exactly what I was going to call it. It's a single, right between first and second baseman, and nobody was going to get to it. Hit it hard enough to get it through. And so right now, you know, the Bruins need to get a little something working here, Coach.
Lewallen had just been one batter over the minimum, and that was a double to Taylor Howell, but that brings up Nate Wall, who's 0 for 1. Salmon's a threat to run. Let's check his lead. He's splitting the cutout. High pitch, and the catcher doesn't mind throwing it down there. This young man's aggressive that catches for them Hamsley.
Yeah, he did that snap throw to first. Let him know, look, I ain't afraid to throw it over there. Go on off the bag if you want to.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Lewallen steps off, and he did it properly. He stepped backwards. If you step forward, it's a balk. 1-0, runner at first. Nate Wall, the second baseman, the pitch on the way. Staying high, gets away from the catcher, and Salmons will easily get down to second base. We have to give him a pass ball on that one, Richard.
Yeah, the ball was high, but he could have got a glove on it.
Oh, yeah, that one hit in the mitt and kept coming. Sometimes that's a problem with what's called the break hinge mitt, is it will go through the webbing up there at the top a little bit.
Yeah, and if you get crossed up and you're giving a low signal and the ball comes up high, there's another one like they got away from.
Yeah, Lewallen kind of overthrew that one. And so 2 ball, no strike count. Like Dan now, if you don't focus, the umpire doesn't give this ball strike count very often. Pitching from the stretch, Lewallen comes to the plate. It's high, and that was actually ball 4. So now you're right, Richard. USJ has something going.
Got a little something working here. Lewallen might be getting tired I don't think he was really trying to overthrow there because his form looked good. But he was just getting early release on the ball and staying high on it.
Eli Browse, who came into this game, the last average I had on was 5.11, and the coach is going to come out and talk to the pitcher. He was 2 for 2 last night because he also walked twice. But in this game, he is 0 for 1, and the cleanup hitter has to produce.
Of course, Bruins don't have but 2 hits, so it's not like we got to figure out who's got the hits as they come up.
Yeah, you're right about that. Taylor Howell had one back in the second, and it was a double, and we didn't do anything with it. And we had a couple of opportunities to advance him, but didn't. And now Cade Salmons has come on, got a single, advanced on the pass ball, and then a walk to Nate Wall. And this is more just to calm down. And I think he told him that a couple of your fastballs, you've fallen off too much to the first base side. Fans, while you watch these great shots from Worthy Road Production, watch what the pitcher does. Check where the batter is in the batter's box, who crowds it, who's up in front of the plate. 2 runners on, no outs. The hitter is Eli Browse. And that one looks low. It was close, but low, Richard.
Coach, you're down 5-0. You got 2 runners on, first and second, nobody out. How aggressive do you get here?
Well, yeah, runner's running. Catcher comes out, but his throw is high, and I'll tell you what, Robinson probably saved a run then.
Well, Coach Field just answered my question, though.
Yeah,
that's the reason. We're going to get pretty aggressive.
Got to. You know, if you go and play namby-pamby, the only thing is you don't want to run yourself out of an inning.
Right.
But that was, you know what, with Salmons, that's a pretty safe bet. Even stealing third because he's got to throw over a right-handed hitter.
Yeah, so that lets you run at first, go to second.
Runners in scoring position and a swinging strike. Eli wanted that one back.
If Eli gets something in a gap here, we're in business.
Salmons on third, Wall on second. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike 2.
Well, he ain't getting cheated on his cut.
No, he's not.
He knows if he can get a ball up some, then
He could give it a
the Bruins right
long
back in the ball game.
I might even get to do a home run call.
I hope so.
Pitching from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And a swinging strike 3. He didn't get cheated, though, Richard.
No, he went up there with the ID to swing away. That's what he did.
7 strikeouts now for Zach Lewallen. 1 out, runners at second and third, and here comes Taylor Howell, the man that tattooed a double a while ago.
Double look good here, fellas.
You know, I did a little investigating. Lewallen is their number 3. He was their number 4. Fly ball, left field along the line, way back there near the track at the wall and foul. That was a home run. Had it been just about 3 feet to the right. Their number 3 had to undergo Tommy John surgery. They brought Zach Lewallen up from the JV team.
Wow.
And he's 3-0. Their number 1 is going to Vanderbilt. The number 2 to I think Ole Miss.
Well, how are they 14-10?
They played a tough schedule.
Yeah, evidently they have.
Fouled back into the mid. 2 strikes. Now on the catcher, Taylor Howell for USJ.
Well, I know that Oxford team they beat out of Mississippi 4-3 is a pretty good ball club.
Oh, yeah, coach. Out of the stretch, outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Taylor Howell, the fine catcher for the Bruins. 1-2 out of the stretch. It comes here. Oh, it hit him on the shoulder. So Howell will trot down to first base. And the Bruins, with the bases loaded. How many outs, fellas?
1 out. And what will happen here is I think they'll play the short and second at double play depth. And that's a curveball that really didn't break. And here comes the pinch runner again. That'll be, Tucker Smith?
Tucker Smith, pinch running again for Taylor Howell. The reason for that rule is Taylor's the catcher, and it gives him time to get in the dugout, get his equipment back on. It speeds the game up, Coach.
It really helps a whole lot. And the pitch count rule is working well all across the state. I think just 1 forfeit, and that was the Decatur Riverside to Adamsville.
Brett Peel, the designated hitter with the bases jammed. 1 out, stands in there, outside ball 1. And the Riverside folks really questioned that because, as you pointed out the other night, the home book, that game was in Adamsville. And they said, that wasn't our numbers, didn't show that.
Yep.
1-0 pitch. Popped him up on the infield. That's going to be an infield fly rule. And 2 outs, a big out, number 2. Takes the sacrifice out of the equation and will bring to the plate the left fielder, Kyle Stanford, now with 2 gone. The bases juiced. It's 5-0 Briarcrest. We're in the bottom of inning number 4. Strike 1 called, fastball outside corner.
Good pitch, almost unhittable. Kyle lined. Well, no, he grounded out. 6-3 his last time up.
See if Kyle can get the Bruins on the board. Bouncing ball up the middle, going to be scooped by the second baseman behind the bag, and he'll go unassisted to step on the bag for out number 3. So the Bruins miss an opportunity, leave the bases loaded. We'll move to the 5th inning. It's 5-0 Briarcrest on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Bottom of inning number 5 we go. John Stanford will lead off for the Bruins. Stanford, Raven, and Overton due up for USJ in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dan Reeves, Coach Joe Holloway, Richard, the narrator Barber, Andy Filippo producing and directing, Paul Schulze, Lawson Mann. With Worthy Road Studios, you can watch the game at point5digital.com. A ball and a strike on leadoff man. Right fielder John Stanford. 5-0 Briarcrest in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-1 now at Stanford.
Stanford lined out in the 3rd, and the ball just didn't rise enough. Didn't have any wind helping it either.
It's uncanny.
Yes.
Now the wind's starting to blow for USJ. 2-2, fly ball, right center field. Drifting over is the center fielder, counting under it and putting it away. Crowd number 1 playing center field for Briarcrest, Chase Martin. So 1 gone, and Gary Rabin, the first baseman, will stand in there for USJ with the bases clear. The Bruins in a 5-0 hole. First pitch downstairs. You know, there was talk about baseball probably should be played when school begins in August for better weather. Now, with the obvious shift in the climate, you get better weather, but this time of year tends to be windy like this.
Well, actually, if they would let them play some after school is out. School gets out earlier. It used to get out in June. Now you're getting out the 15th of May,
right,
the 19th of May, things like that. You could move it back a little bit, maybe even play into the first week of June.
Upstairs.
Guys, when I played high school ball, my senior year, I was at Spring Hill, which was a rural school. You didn't have football, so we had a fall league in baseball.
Oh, 3-1 in Raven. Popped him up. Right side into foul territory. Drifting over is the first baseman, and he's not going to be able to make the play. He drifted over near the fence, and the ball was pushed back towards the foul line. It will harmlessly hit the grass for strike number 2.
Well, Fight did everything he could, and the second baseman was trying to get there to give him some help. But when it brought that ball back towards the infield, he had no chance.
Well, you picked the ball up off the bat, and you head to where you projected the ball's going to be, and you get there and the ball ain't there no more. That's what happened.
And had it been a little bit higher, that may have hit in foul territory. Payoff pitch is outside, and Raven coaches a walk. He'll head down to first base with 1 out, and back to the top of the lineup, and shortstop Jake Overton for the Bruins.
Jake Overton 0 for 2 today. Right now, the Bruins need a big hit or just need base runners.
Well, they're at the top of the lineup. That's where you want to, that's your money, man.
First pitch fouled back and out of play. We've had a casualty here with the wind. Look at the foul screen.
Yeah.
Behind home plate, just above our head, on the right side of home plate, has given way. It snapped the suspension cord.
Sure did. Last pitch was a ball.
Jake Overton stands in there, 1-0. Make it 1-1 with that foul ball. Call strike 2 on the outside corner. Snap though to first by the catcher. Back easily is Rabin.
Yeah, I want to protect the announcers at all costs.
That's right, Coach. 1-2. Curveball outside low, 2-2. Well, it would make it more interesting, narrator, for us if that screen if it collapses and we call the game from behind home plate without a screen.
We'd pay a lot more attention.
Yeah. 2-2. 2-2 on its way. Line drive into left field. That's a sharp single to left. Off the bat of Jake Overton, and the Bruins have something working with 1 out at the bottom of inning number 5, trailing 5-0. And Kate Sammers, the center fielder, was standing there hitting from the left side of the plate.
He's 1 for 2 today. Had a single back in the 4th, advanced all the way to 3rd, and USJ left him stranded. Actually got the bases loaded in that inning.
So far today, the number 3 pitcher for Briarcrest, Zeke Lewallen, has looked great. He's 3-0 on the year.
He can come pitch for me.
Ain't kidding. One out, runners at first and second. First pitch swinging, fly ball, a line drive into right field. That's going to get a run home. It's a base hit, an RBI single for Cade Salmons. Is rounding third and sprinting home is Gary Graben, and moving over to third base is Jake Overton. So the Bruins get the goose egg off the scoreboard. It's 5-1. Briarcrest still only one out. And runners on the corners for Nate Wall, the second baseman for USJ.
Well, I missed the series assigned. Richard, are we playing first and third run, try to draw a throw?
Wouldn't hurt. I tell you guys, these guys hit the top of the lineup for a reason. This is their third time through. They're figuring some things out.
Lewallen out of the stretch. Fastball, strike one called outside corner. We'll see if that overturn call at third base plays a part in this decision if the Bruins could come from behind. 0-1. Outside low. There goes the runner down to second base, and there will not be a throw made. Taking second is Cade Salmons. So the Bruins now with two runners in scoring position with Salmons on second. And Overton over at third base. Still only one out. Nate Wall, RBI opportunity here. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes now on Wall. Ball and 2 strikes, and Nate Wall, the second baseman for USJ. Lewallen working from the stretch with runners on second and third. The 1-2 popped it up, twisting foul over the Saint dugout.
Outfield is deep enough here that a base hit probably means 2 runs.
Can't play too far in with this wind blowing out. You're right. 1-2. Oh, nearly hit him. He had the duck that went right over his helmet.
Got to get over him. It got close.
You know, left and right field are pretty deep, but center looks kind of shallow to me.
Yeah, he creeped in a little bit, Richard, and he's shading him to right field.
2-2 on Nate Wall. This is WSFM in Jackson. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Had him reaching for it, narrator.
Yeah.
So Wall goes down on strikes. Eli Browse, the last chance here in the 5th.
And Eli 0 for 2 today. He leads the team in RBI. As a matter of fact, he's one of the West Tennessee leaders in RBI.
He's good. He's had a great year.
Got an opportunity after that right here.
Swing and a miss. He was going for the fence that time, wasn't he?
Didn't get cheated on that cut.
His last at bat, you know, he had 3 big cuts.
3 good
so
cuts. Seemed like his head may be pulling out towards third just a hair.
Browse. 0-1 late on that fastball. It's 0-2.
Kept the head down. Now, you know, yesterday Coach Peel said something to him about not dropping that shoulder. Got to make contact here. You don't have to drive it, just make contact.
Put it in play.
0-2 on Eli Browse. Here's Lewallen's pitch. Pop foul back out of play. Runners on second and third. Down at third base, Jake Overton. Cade Salmons standing at second base. 1 runner's in. Salmons knocked home a run. 5-1. The Bruins down 4 runs to Briarcrest. Eli Browse, 0-2. Lewallen's pitch popped him up. This one's going to make the stands as well. Back off to the right. We'll do it again.
Wonder where Eli's brother Ben is there.
Don't know. I hadn't heard from him, narrator.
Both of them very good football players.
Here's the 0-2 from Lewallen in the dirt. Nice job of the catcher to keep it from.
Yeah, Hamsley probably saved a run then.
1-2 on Browse. Big crowd here in USJ. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped it foul down the first base line. Will this make it to the dugout? No, it won't, but no one can catch it because the wind again playing havoc.
Tricky winds, but first baseman's got to call the catcher off on that one. You got the glove that's better designed at catching foul ball, and like I said, that's a break hinge mitt there. So
now ready glad you didn't wear a skirt out here today.
Well, I did wear my wig, and I blowed it off.
We'll help you find it after the game.
All right.
I think somebody shot it. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Lewallen gets out of it without giving up any further damage. We'll move to the 6th inning. Briarcrest in control, 5-1 on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
1994.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business with nearly 30 years of experience. Let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Citizen Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday.
King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, and a brand new King Jewelers location in downtown Jackson.
Now back to USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go. USJ has a lot of work to do, down to 7-1. Leading off is catcher Taylor Howell. He's had a good day, Coach.
He really has. He's 1 for 1, got hit with a pitch back and forth, had that big double in the second.
Dan Reeves, Coach Joe Holloway, Richard, the narrator Barber, Dan DiFilippo. Pop foul and out of play.
And I got a text, the narrator was right. Last performance for Suter was with the Atlanta Braves. Started in the Cubs organization.
Bruce Suter. Well, I used to love to watch the Mad Hungarian. Al Raboski. Fouled back out of play, 0-2.
Boy, and that Fu Manchu mustache of his and everything. And then when he'd turn his back on the plate, pop that ball in the glove and come and get on the pitcher's mound.
You know, he's still a Cardinal studio guy.
Yeah. 0-2, ground ball down the third base line. He gets through right down the line. Everyone's going to roll and roll. Rounding first base. Headed down to second with a stand-up double is Taylor Howell. That one hugged the line. Sharply hit down to third base line for a double for Howell. He'll take a seat in the dugout, make way for the pinch runner, Tucker Smith. So the Bruins have a leadoff double in the bottom of inning number 6.
2 doubles for Taylor Howell, hit by a pitch, so he's a perfect 2 for he's had a big day and done a good job behind the plate.
Oh, yeah.
Blocking a few balls in the dirt.
The man on the mound has been the biggest problem.
He's done a good job pitching.
Zach Lewallen. First pitch to Peel, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Peel 0 for 2 today. Great spot, though, to get the Bruins on the board with their second run.
You know, Jack Peel was a star baseball player in Memphis State. 0-1, swing and a miss, it's 0-2 on Rex. I'm not sure Jack would have wanted much of Reds on the gridiron, though.
Probably not.
0-2 on Reds, the 0-2. Just inside, ball 1.
Red's not looking real comfortable at the plate today. He's not swinging through.
Lewallen has a way to make you look uncomfortable.
Yeah, I expect I'd be a little uncomfortable.
1-2. Ball strike 3, outside corner.
And I've got him with 9 strikeouts.
2 outs. I'm making 1 out. Pardon me, 1 out. And Howell down at second base for Kyle Stanford, the left fielder for the Bruins.
0 for 2 today, and here comes the coach. And him coming out at this point in time, I'm wondering if we're not going to get a switch.
I wonder how many pitches we got, because we're in the 6th inning now.
Now, he's not over the pitch count. He's not over the 121. I don't have an exact count, but
he's going to make the change, go to the bullpen as the Briarcrest fans stand and applaud. A great effort by Zach Lewallen, the sophomore. We'll take a 2-minute break and be right back after the pitching change. 7-1, Briarcrest, bottom of inning number 6 on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.